Will Hickey, winner of the 31st Illinois State Mid-Amateur Championship here at Biltmore Country Club, a resident of Illinois for less than 1 month, and he's already won a state championship. Will, take us through what's, I'm sure, been a whirlwind few weeks for you and what's led you to this point here today.
Yeah, it's been incredibly whirlwind is probably a pretty good adjective there. I mean, we moved down with my family not even 3 weeks ago. Obviously, I have a lot of family and friends down here, and about 10 days ago, my brother set a spot. I guess one of the qualifiers had to have a rescheduling, and he's like, you should play in these mid-ams. I've had a decent amount of success up in the Minnesota mid-ams, a number of top 5s, top 10s, and so this is something where, I was like, jumped at the chance, got in, qualified, and my game's been in pretty good shape the last couple of weeks. I just missed the U.S. Mid-Am, I got to a qualifier for the last spot on Thursday of last week, and so yeah, I've just been playing pretty good, driving it well and putting it well. So I felt real comfortable coming into this week.
So with all that being said, what was your expectation level coming here, playing in this event for the first time? And I know you said you had a little bit of familiarity with, some of the mid-ams through your brother and things like
Absolutely,
that.
yeah.
What were your expectations coming into this tournament?
So, I've had, obviously the, pleasure of playing against Chad Slutsky, John Ramsey, Charlie Waddell before. Those guys are incredible golfers. Andy Price is another one, and Max, all those guys. And my goal was just to probably finish somewhere in the top 10. I felt comfortable with how I was playing. I felt I could do it. And, as the last couple of days went on, I was fortunate enough to be paired with Max the last couple of days. And he was just somebody I kind of looked to and kind of kept chasing a little bit, pretty much the last 54 holes.
At what point, whether it was before the tournament, yesterday, today, did it kind of click that you felt like you could win this event?
I would say my third shot on 18 today was the first time I actually thought about, I could actually pull this one off. Again, when you're playing somebody that's as talented as Max, it's, you kind of wait for him to make an incredible shot. And, he tugged his second shot there on 18, really a tough shot. He thought he had a great third shot too. Yeah, I think that my brother, was on the bag here, which was great. And, he kind of just said, hey, you got 3 putts to kind of take this one home. So it was kind of knew at that point in time I was going to be all right.
You mentioned Brian on the bag for you today, himself an accomplished mid-amateur player. How important was that today to have him helping you?
Yeah, I highly doubt I would be being interviewed without Brian on the bag. He's obviously my best friend, a coworker. It's somebody that he knows my game very, very well. There were a couple situations out there where he certainly guided me through the shots. 1 on 11, it was that was probably a key point where I was had a really tough shot, and he just said back foot a 9-iron, and I literally almost holed the shot from 152 yards. So he kind of knew what I was. He talked me out of the 8, and it was a great call.
Take us through the day here today. You entered 1 shot back. Started with a couple birdies, and then really down the stretch, it was kind of a train of pars there on the back 9 that seemed to kind of bring you home. So just kind of take us through how the day evolved for you.
Yeah, coming to the course, it felt really comfortable. I told Brian, maybe about 4 years ago, I had a 3-shot lead going into the Minnesota State Mid-Am. And it was, I kind of drew on that experience, being all right, I've been here before. I can play with these guys. Just go out there, do your thing. And obviously the first couple holes, I had great shots. I had looks at birdie. I made the first 2, I birdied on 1, which really kind of settled the nerves even more, birdied 2. And then I had great looks at birdie on pretty much the most of the holes on the front side too. So and then I actually birdied 8 and 9 as well too. So yeah, made a turn, I think at 32, is that 3 under? Mm-hmm. So yeah, turned at 32, and then maybe didn't get as many putts to fall on the backside. Felt like I hit some good putts, and I think I had that birdie on 11. That wasn't much of a putt though. That was about an 8-inch shot, 8-inch putt I had to make, but it was just pretty steady. I just put myself in good position, hit a lot of good shots, and didn't have a lot of stress out there all day.
So you make par on 17, and that puts you in the lead heading to the par 5 finisher. Yep. Obviously, a lot of different things can happen on par 5. So What were you thinking as you stood on the tee, and then how did that hole play out for you?
Yeah, just I hit a real solid drive right where I wanted to. Obviously there's OB left, so I was looking to try to hit one just right where I wanted to. I had a little bit of a gnarly lie, so I just punched the 4-iron up to about 40 yards. Hit a great pitch to maybe 7-8 feet, and it was above the hole super fast. So I ended up 3-putting it, but again I had a few strokes to play with, so that was good.
Just like Scotty Scheffler at the Masters.
Yeah, I think he had a little bit more stress on him, but yeah, that's all right. Yeah, for sure.
Well, congratulations, Will, and we look forward
Thanks,
to seeing
guys.
you compete
Appreciate
in
it,
more
man.
events.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to being back down here. So thank you very much.